Do you dream about financial freedom? That feeling of control, security, and the ability to pursue your passions without worrying about money? We are not talking about get rich quick schemes here. We are talking about real, actionable strategies that anyone, regardless of income level, can implement to build a brighter financial future. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Isaiah and I focus about financial management and investment options. This is part of a series of a video and I talk about 10 things you can do in 2024 to have a brighter financial future. Let's dive right into the video. 1. New Year resolution. While it may seem cliche and old school, New Year's resolution still works. And your goals, your aspirations, your ambitions should meet five parameters. And five parameters, I mean, they should be SMART goals. SMART, I mean specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Do you want to build a house? Do you want to buy a car? Do you just want to purchase a house? Or do you want to maybe further education, maybe go back to school? So that's what you should do. And whenever you have those goals, put pen to paper, write them down. It's always said that something that you don't write, you will definitely forget about it. So once you do it, pin it near the door. Whenever you get in and leave the house, you are able to see. Put it in the bedroom so that whenever you wake up and whenever you sleep, these serve as a constant reminder for you that you have something you need to achieve. If you're using a laptop, why don't you use a stick note? This also help you just to remind you that you have some things to achieve. And goals, the good thing with goals is just you can just have a semi-annually, a quarterly, or even a monthly goal. There's no pressure here. So just write something that you can achieve. Remember the attainable part, you should be attainable, and of course the time bound. You should be like having specific timeline so that you know, hey, this is what I've achieved, this is not what I achieved, and this just help you just to know where you stand. And then number two, prioritize savings and investment. They always say save before you spend. And for saving, I need you to have three funds, my dear viewers. One, saving to invest. So this is where you put money somewhere and the end goal is to invest the money. Yeah, it won't stay in that savings account, but for long, the aim is to invest it. And then number two, have an emergency fund. Life can be unpredictable and life can be uncertain. So you need to get ready for any eventuality that can come your way. Having an emergency fund help you just overcome those unforeseen challenges and help you take care of any bill, any expenses that you hadn't budgeted for. So just have it somewhere, put some money every month so that you can able to take care of such kind of things. So emergency fund is very, very important. And then number three, have a sinking fund. So a sinking fund is a saving where the end goal is to spend or even purchase something. Maybe you want to purchase some furniture, you want to purchase some electronics, or even you want to just go back to school to further education. So you put it there, and once you have made that target, you spend that money either by purchasing something or just using it for something that you always wanted. So put there, it help you when you buy like a car or even build a house. It does not hurt your financial position because you have been putting money somewhere for that for that thing that you wanted to achieve. Yeah, so that's the good thing about sinking fund. While for investment, the good thing about it is you earn dividend and interest. If for SACCO, when you deposit or for your savings, you earn interest, and for your shares, you earn dividend. So your money make money. Actually, your money is working for you. Once you put your money there, you just sit pretty well and then let your money work for you. So, investment is the ultimate thing. Actually, you should be saving to invest. Remember the one fund I talk about savings, you should be saving to invest. So that as you put your money, it grows with you just like that. So investment is so important. We have like MMF, the money market fund. We have the circles. We have the treasury bills and bonds, the T-bills and T-bonds. We have the index fund. We just have a lot of things. So investment is so huge, and I'll be covering investment and savings in future video. Remember, this is a series of videos, and this is just the second one I'm making. So that's on two. Three, cut wasteful habits. So these habits can be betting, lotteries, gambling, or whatever you do with your money that is not so healthy. And nowadays they even do like horse racing, wheel spinning, even dog racing. People bet for dog racing, and even this thing called aviator in Betika, where people just put their money, and believe you me, not many people win such kind of money. Well, gambling can help you, but at the long run, the cost benefit, you're going to spend a lot of money, and the return you're going to get, the return on investment, will not match what you have put in. So those are wasteful habits. So for those, what you can do is, if you are betting or gambling weekly, can you cut it to 3 days in a week? Yeah. From there, can you cut it to once a week? So that at the end of the month, maybe you have just betted twice or gambled twice. This will save you some money, and this money you can either invest them or just put them in the three funds I talked about of savings. So that's something that you can really look at, so that you can have some money, save some shillings, so that you can take care of other things. Remember, we want a bright future for everyone. And then number four, boost your income. And by boosting your income, I mean working hard and working smart. Well, if you're not a son of a president or a politicians, the only way you always get money is by working. You can either be in formal employment or informal employment. Yeah, and by putting effort, that's where you generate some income. So if you have such kind of work, please put more effort. This can help you just to generate more money, get some money. Maybe you can get some salary raise or some promotions, because now at workplaces, lazy people are not always rewarded unless you have you do some dirty tricks. They are not always rewarded. Those people who just put more effort are those people who get some rewards. And also by boosting your income, this also a way you can do it is by going for side hustles. I mentioned this in my previous video, but I would still mention it. See, side hustles can help you keep your main job and then have something in bringing more income. Yeah, so that's something that you can also look at, and can help you just to have more money and save more money and invest more money to meet your financial needs. Number five, embrace automation. And what do I mean by automation? This way your bills, expenses, savings, and investment just get paid without you putting more effort. And what I mean is, if you're employed, just walk to your HR desk and tell them, hey, I want all those bills to be paid, all those investment and all those monies to be paid whenever you guys pay me, through a system called a check-off system. So by the time you are getting your salary, or by the time you are getting your wage, all those have been paid for you. Another way you can do is to just walk to your bank, and then there's something called a bank transfer. They will take your money to the circle, maybe you have told them, to your MMF. So by the time you are getting your money, they have already deducted all these from your salary. So this help you to avoid the willpower from yourself. By the time you're getting your money, all those have been paid. And for you, maybe just to use the money for paying maybe for rent, all those kind of things. So this really help you not to run around and focus on the more pressing issues of even making more money. So you have to automate your finances. And then number six, track your progress. We have talked about having goals, having ambitions, and even having new year resolutions. But if you don't track them, how will you know where you stand? How will you know that you are going to meet your goals and your ambitions? So what you can do is track them daily, if that works for you, weekly, monthly, or even quarterly. So this help you know where you stand, and also help you to just take care of any setback that you might have faced. A good example is, maybe this month you never saved. Perhaps you had something to just to take care of. So once you review that, you're going to say, hey, I did not save for January. Let me put double the amount I'm supposed to save, so that I cover for Jan and of course the February. So just have that tracking device that can help you just adjust and make any changes if needed. And then number seven, review subscriptions and memberships. So I also talked about this in the next video, so I'm just going to brush over it. So for subscriptions, can be like we have the airtime, we have the data or the internet. For memberships, we have like the gym membership, we have the cycling membership, we have the driving membership, and etc. So what you can do is cancel any unused subscription and membership. Maybe for 2023, this is what I subscribed for, and this is what I'm a member for, and I did not use such, or I just use limited. So you can either cancel it outright or just renegotiate the terms that, hey, for gym, maybe I paid for 4 weeks, but I just went there twice. That means for 2 weeks, I never used my money that I've put there. So you can just renegotiate that so that at least you have some money remaining in your account. Eight, budget. And by now, you might have known that I'm really big on budget. And as I said, even in the previous video, budget is the most fundamental thing. And budget for you don't need to be like a huge thing, that this thing that people always fear that, hey, budget. No, it even starts with your shopping list. When you go for shopping, do you even have a shopping list, or you just go there and maybe you are prone to impulse buying something that you didn't budgeted for? Just even have a shopping list. That's a good example. The price and the quantity you are going to, or the commodity you are going to buy. For your income, expenses, bills, the savings and investment, just have them in a budget. This will really help you just to keep track where you are, what you are paid for, and what you are not paid for. So budget is very key. There's two ways you can actually do it. You can even do it the 50-30-20. 50 means you put 50% of your salary into needs, you put 30% into wants, and then 20% into savings or paying off your debts. So 50 needs for 50% is something you cannot really do without. Maybe even like food or even clothing, something like that. And then 30% is wants. This is entertainment, maybe buying new things, something like that. Something that you can do without. Even buying a new phone, or iPhone 15 now that is trending now. So that's where you put the 30%. And then now the 20%. Remember, people have debt, and even the government of Kenya have debt, and some people might be struggling just how they are going to pay your debt. So you can have the 20% remaining either to your savings or just even to pay your debt so that you become debt free. So you can either use that, or another way you can use it is, instead of putting 50-30-20%, just budget with the money you have and don't put the percentages. So whichever work for you. This is not something being rigid or like, hey, I have to do this and this. No, 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 no. It's something that's for you. You choose what works for you. Yeah, and talking about budget, I have a budgeting tool that help people just to track their money. So more on that at the end of the video. And then let's go to the next one. We're going to 9, evaluate your debt, or just have a debt reduction plan. And just like others, I talked about debt management in the previous video, so I'm just going to brush over it. So debt management, or just evaluation of debt. So this is what you can do. You have something called a snowball or avalanche effect. This is where you start by paying off the debt that has the highest interest, and then this will help you avoid paying those back those interest, because we have started with the debt that has the highest interest. And then another one you can use it, pay the debt that has the shortest lifetime. That means the time you are required to pay back the debt is shorter. Maybe you have a debt for 6 months, another one for 1 year, another one for 10 years. Start with the one for 6 months, and then now go to the 1 year, and then go to the one that has 10 years. So those are two ways you can evaluate and have a debt reduction plan. Having those two methods can really come handy just for you to have that plan and pay off your debt, because debt weigh people down, and there's not much you can do if you have like you have debt here and there. Everyone is calling on your debt, and all the salaries you get, you just pay off your debt. This will limit your savings and also limit your expenses. Will even affect your bills. So debt is something that you need to have a debt reduction plan. Yeah. And then 10, invest in yourself. So investing in yourself is something that can give you 100%, or even 150, or even 200% of return. And if you ever went to an interview, they always insist on your experience, the knowledge you have. And sometimes if you don't have those, they can't give you the job. Or even if they give you, they're going to give you just the low job and not pay you as much as they would have paid someone who has those things. So by investing in yourself, I mean go back to school if you can. Or even if you haven't started, just start going back to school. Education is power, and just having that knowledge will help you just to push the boundaries of what you earn. A good example is when there's a promotion, do they say like, hey, bring your credentials? This person has a degree, this person has like a PhD, this person has a diploma, this person has a certificate. And when they look at the credentials, perhaps they're going to consider those who have higher levels of education more than those who maybe have never even gone to school. So investing in yourself is always the shortest way. And you can do this by even you can be reading journals. You can be like following people who talk about all this stuff from financial management, even on YouTube or anywhere. So that's what I'm talking about. And another way you can do is just to seek advices from people or seek assistance. Someone like me, I'm a financial coach and I can really help you just get that knowledge. Example is budgeting. Once you come to me and tell you, hey, this is the way you budget, the next time you might be able to do it yourself. So just having that knowledge in yourself really help you, not even at a job, even at home on budgeting. You might be having a budget but not really a good budget. And at the end of the month, you might be losing some money. So once you come to me and may say, hey, I want you to help you in this and I should be able to help you. Okay. Finally, remember, managing your finance is something that should be a continuous journey. And by budgeting, you need to adapt and also celebrate the little progress you make. In Kenya, there's not so much to celebrate, and even worldwide, there's a lot of high taxes. Like the economy sometimes not doing well just because of the impact of COVID-19. There's supply chain issues, so not many people are so happy. But as an individual, celebrate the little success you have. Yeah, and by celebrating, I don't mean like having a party and then the barbecue, inviting friends. No, no, no. Just do it in a small way you can. Ask yourself, like, hey, I've done this. So I celebrate myself, and this will give the motivation to just go to the next level. And another one is just put the effort and have the right strategy. On this, don't give up. Don't really give up. So that's what I have to tell you for now. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Actually, if you have subscribed, just leave me a comment to subscribe, and I'm going to leave you a welcome message from myself, a very warm welcome. And I'm making videos every week, so be sure to check my videos, and this is part of a series, so be sure never to miss. Thank you so much, and I wish you a happy new year and a brighter future financially in 2024. Let's meet in the next video.